Hello everybody, Artic here, and welcome back to another day and another bit of fun in the server. Infinity Craft, as I keep calling it. Well, as we call it, technically. Because, yeah, I think the name fits, especially, with the owner. So I don't know how exactly I want all this set up. But I think to start this all out, we're going to build sort of like a dock out here. So I've got some stuff in that box. I've got some tools here. I've picked up some clay because, yeah, apparently there's some clay in these waters. There's more right here. So that might be something we just do later. If I was a smarty butt, I would totally bring a bed with me when I'm working, but I'm working close enough to my base. It shouldn't be that much of an issue, but I'm debating if I want it up there or if I want it inset to the ground with this. Honestly, I think inset to the ground might look better. I might need to make something like fence posts. That might work. Especially if I lead up to a roof. I might do a slant. Ooh. Also, just 'cause I can. Oh! That just hit me. How high do we want to go with this? I think that might look good. Not sure how I feel about that. I kind of like it, but at the same time, I don't. We'll probably have to get the whole thing built before I get a good idea what I want out of that. Because that should be leading into the main building, right? That's going to be right here for the dock works. Alright. That gets all of that done. I just gotta connect up this. And at least the preliminary for the docks is done. So now I just need to connect it to the actual, make a building back there, connect everything to it. I kind of want to build a small boat here, but I also think if I'm going to do that, I need to make I think most of the villagers that stick down here are going to be fishermen. One thing I have to keep reminding myself while I'm building is that it's not going to look that good till it's closer to done. Because I kept through this looking at it and going, oh, I'm not sure I like this. But I had to keep pushing on. I had an idea in my head, I just had to get there. And so there was times where I did stuff, it's like, oh, I really like that, but other times I'd be like, oh, this doesn't look good at the moment. But it's one of those things when you're building something, you have to visualize the final product before you get there. I mean, in the end, I'm still not 100% sure I'm 100% happy with it, but I'm a lot happier with it than I was while building it. Come on. I need one volunteer. Someone? Hi, you. Here? Hey, that works. You go. And I'll catch up. Good. I'm a little nervous about what's going to happen. So, for the sake of my sanity, we have a cartographer. Awesome. Now, in an effort to keep him from getting shot, in an effort to keep him from getting killed, right. Cool. So, one cartographer done. Just umpteen million more to go. Oh. I am not going to be a cartographer. Thank you. Oh, I'm honestly so glad that worked. Oh. There we go. Next one. Oh, I can't believe that worked. So now we have a use for all the paper we're making with that. Although I think we're going to make a bigger one. Okay, so we've got our cartographers all set up and golden. I need to get me some new food. But till then, I have a really quick thing I want to do. See, cartographers you trade paper to. So also let's just ditch my rails. Alright. Up to 28 blocks of emeralds. We could easily make several more blocks of that. Anyways, I'm so happy with what we've gotten done so far. So I forgot to record the intro for this, but I'm currently on my way to a Woodland Explorer Woodland Mansion, along with Satya or Feyren, depending on the username you choose to read. Not sure where she is exactly, but we're both heading that way. And so begins the long trek to the Woodland Mansion. And it was a long run. It was, I want to say, 15,000 by 8,000 away. So yeah, that took me a minute. But the two of us did get there eventually. A lot of traveling, a lot of bed usage. Misplacing that black bed. The smarter me would remember when I put something down to pick it back up. And I'm not sure if we'll see here in the time lapse when I lose that bed. We should, because I should also pick up the replacement bed in it. But yeah, it was... Oh, I'm already bedless. So yeah, it was entirely just me goofing. I put it down, slept through the night, and then took off and forgot to pick the bed up. I never forgot my horse, but oh, I forgot my bed. But it's what it is. When you travel far enough and you travel long enough and your only transportation are a horse and a boat, things are bound to happen. We at least, found our way there. This was my first Woodland Mansion. So, when I had thought about the fact I had the cartographers, this was recorded the day after building the cartographers, putting them all in. And I realized I can get the map to go here. On the previous server, the first Woodland Mansion, Kyoji found. The second one, Satya and Sammy found. I never got to go to either of them. So this one, it was literally just a special request, like, hey, I've got a map. Can we go? Because I really wanted to do it. Which I did. And we'll get to that footage. It was a mixture of things, because for one, it was like amazing, and the other part, it was like, oh, this is it? But there we go. So I'm recording a voiceover for this because my smartass isn't very good at talking while I'm focusing on shit like this. But it was astonishing, some of the stuff I ran into in here, which we did die several times. But, like, the little farms and stuff was awesome. Seeing all those saplings there, I in some instances it's a bit of a letdown because there's no real treasure that you'll find. I guess you can find a little bit of stuff, like I've got my totems of undying, but a lot of this stuff, it's just like I'm a bit just yeah, we kept dying repeatedly there, so I was like, oh well, I brought iron, I'll make some swords. I think I made 2, but we got all our stuff back. But so much of the stuff is just so neat from like an artistic standpoint. Part of me wants to build a nether portal here, link it up with the one at my base, and just turn this into a base of its own. Like, the woodland mansions are so massive. I could see them totally renovated into a base, or just building my own. Wouldn't be that hard. That room was the one that confused me the most. I know I've seen stuff about it, like in a game theory video and a couple other things, so I know a bit about them. But that, at the end of the day, that still doesn't... It's still so surprising just how much there is, how everything's put together, like just the unspoken lore, I guess. Yeah, I went ahead and broke down some of the bookcases to take a bunch of stacks of books home with me because, well, I have a farm for that shit. Why have a farm when you can just bring books home with you, right? It's entirely saving myself time, headache, all of that stuff. Work smarter, not harder. Except for the fact of trying to figure out what I'm taking with me and what I'm not to go back. Which, that in and of itself was an amazing trip back. Just taking off and running my little happy ass off to get back out of there. I'm so happy I did this, and I'm so happy Satya was nice enough to come with me. Now that I'm back from that bit of fun, which I must say was a lot of fun, I've honestly never been to a woodland mansion. I didn't know what I was in for, but I want to try something to accent this a little, and I realized really quick this should be over here. But I think that might add a strip along the top. I'm also going to have to add an actual roof to this, not just a flat. So we'll hold off on doing that until I've got the roof on. Just going to do this 3 more times. That's already looking remarkably better. No, that's already looking a lot better. I'm very happy with that. Oop. Now to figure out what to do for a roof. And I think I'm going to use these again. Alright, so that's a little bit more. We get this picked up, dumped into here. Then I have a little bit more I want to do out here really quick. I need to make a trip down here. Alright. I might be a little overdoing it. And we might come back and revisit this later to maybe dial it down or pick it up some. I'm not sure yet. But for now, that side at least looks bustling and busy. We got our cartography first nailed away back here, which I need to close that door. I need to put my fishermen over here. And then the first building will be basically done. The only other thing I don't even have any left. I'm gonna have to go make some. So the only thing I might have done is put a couple things along that. Which reminds me, I kind of want to do a weird thing here. Something to add some color. Oh. Right, I need the shears for that. But I can pick up some of those flowers. Or I could bone meal the ground. Now I need a shovel. I'm tempted, and in fact I will. I don't need a lot. So we're gonna see if this will last a couple minutes. There we go. Yeah. I think the only thing to really fix this up some would be that. Otherwise, yeah, I think that's pretty solid. I kind of need to do something back here. I think that's it. For now, I've still got a little bit more I want to do later, but for now, I think that calls it with that building. I mean, we're still going to add the other guys in before we're done. Do you ever have one of those moments where you just can't make up your mind on how to make something look good? Well, I'm having one of those moments here. I'm just working on the side of this building, trying to find something that works, that makes me happy, and I'm not sure what I want. What's that look like? Ooh, that doesn't look bad. So we'll do that one in from the side. Oh, that doesn't look bad at all. I might just do them too wide on all the spots. Yeah, see, that breaks it up a bit more. Maybe too tall? You're not going to see much out of them, so maybe not. It's just something to break that up. I think I like that, because it's just enough to give you something. Which, after I get those guys sit in, I gotta do something with the inside of this too. That's gonna be fun. First, and bam, that already looks remarkably better. Why didn't I think of that sooner? I'm not sure how good it will look, and I can always remove it, but that shit, the vines. Just gonna make some new shears. I know I have some vines in my chest. Let's go ahead and try this really quick. I'm not sure how it'll look, but I think it will help add to at least breaking up some of this, especially since it's in a jungle area anyways. Just trying to kind of, I don't know, weather it a little. Which, I think might not be a bad idea. Just like, I'm trying to add some light to this, although that, I have a plan for that. I dare say, I think I'm happy with the building. The next building should probably be the church. Or not the church, the library. I have an idea what I want to build the library out of. I have an idea how I want to do it. And it's going to be at least 2-story. I just need to get all of the resources I want. Also, let's get that going. The library means I can start getting my enchanting books, though, because I'll have scholars. So that's part of the reason that is influencing me to go ahead and build that now, because I kind of want my enchanting books. I'm getting enough emeralds between the 2 farms I have, and we know I can easily just tack on to that. Because, like, these 2 are running fine. That's running... Oh, not that. Well, that's running fine, which I think I'm going to move that closer to that or under. I think I'll put that under it and expand it, because I like the idea of that being closer, and it gives me a chance to kind of make sure there's nothing under here. So what I'll probably do is put, like, a spruce trap door, like here or something, or here, and have it just go down to a giant, one of those, sugarcane farms. That way this is fully supplied with paper for my emeralds. In fact, oh, this is going to be a build. Yeah, that looks so much better with the added depth. Nothing sticking out too far. The little bit of color difference kind of helps break it up on the break it up for the eye. I might do something here. In fact, actually, I know exactly what I want to do there. This will probably be the last touch I do to this for a while. But just something to break it up for the eye. I kind of like just the different colors. Should it be that, or should it be... I think I like it. In fact... There. That looks so much better. I like that. might do something up here at some point. I'm not sure what, some sort of drop or something, but I'm not too worried about that right now. Now to return to what I was going to freak out about. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Yeah, we're going a bit crazy with this. I also do need to do some sorting to all of this. The biggest reason right now why I haven't even started on it is I had someone tell me to do it. And this is my base. So I'm putting it off. I will basically keep putting it off until I'm not told anymore. Once I feel like I've gone long enough without being told and it's still annoying me, then I'll mess with it. But I can't do the super sorter that I want to, so not yet. I'll be able to soon, just not yet. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take... I had some barrel, there they are. I'm gonna take those strictly for storage while I'm working. I have my bucket for water. I have all of the other things I need. Dirt over there. I could probably just, well, I'll be able to get plenty. I need rails and a mine cart. Okay. So we'll get that one built. Ooh, glass. I think I left my glass over there actually. But tear this up once. We'll tear this one up once the other one's built. It is really well done. You know, it was a good idea, and I have no qualms with it, other than I build a ladder when I have scaffolding. This has been my solution to ladders this whole series. Me deciding to build this. Satya deciding to say, okay, Mumbo, because of the whole fact that, you know, redstone and overcomplicated builds. Although this isn't really a complicated build, or even really a too big of one. I've got enough traders that this is almost needed. It is kind of amazing how much more earned something feels whenever you're doing it with unenchanted stuff. Like, so whenever I'm working on a project, or when I was working on a project before the reset, when I was just working, you know, I had all my fully enchanted gear, and I had my pickaxes that had this, and my pickaxes that had that, and just everything I needed to do whatever I wanted. It was like, well, what's the point? I have this, you know, when I click a block, it's damn near instant mining, which is great for productivity and for getting stuff done, but it doesn't feel nearly as much work. It's the same amount of blocks that I'm removing, but if I, you know, before the reset, I would have been done. I would be in the build phase. No, I'm still here, mining away. And I've got a diamond pickaxe, but because I don't have a, you know, I don't have efficiency, I don't have unbreaking, I don't have anything. I don't have mending. This is... it's why I'm naked. I left both of my armors in my house because I don't want to break my stuff. And all I want to do is build a freaking farm down here to make the villagers I have above. So I'm going to apologize now for just time-lapsing through this part of the build. I mean, it's just a sugarcane farm, so it's not like it's super complicated. If anyone wants me to actually do like a, you know, a video demonstrating how to build it, how I did it and all that, I will gladly do that. But at this point, it's one of those, like, most people should know, I think, how to build one. It was a bit of a chore, mainly because I have nothing enchanted to get anything put out. So I was struggling so hard for some of this stuff just to get through it all. I think it took me a total of 2 hours to clear out this entire space that it's built in, assemble it, and get it hooked up to chests. And oh my gosh, that's a lot of time to spend on something as small and compact as this really is. At the time of editing this, I have literally built a second one right next to it. I didn't record that, not for this video or the next one, because it's literally just copy pasting it in next to it. Well, reversed. But yeah, it's so much work for as little as it was. But I'm just glad it's done. It's serving me pretty good, and it should serve me pretty good into the future. Well, nearest I can tell, she's operational. Kind of a little bit waiting to see this thing tick one more time. I've got 64 and 60 in there, so that's what? Got 144 in there, so once this goes, if this number goes up, we know it's working. Oh, I think I know what it did wrong. Yep. That won't go down there until that's full. Cool. In that case, for some reason I had it in my head that it went the other way around. That it would go all the way down to the end and then backfill, not to the first way out. I think it's my lack of sleep. There. Our output's all set up. So what's gonna happen next is I'm gonna make a So this is 5 wide. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So my plan over the next couple episodes, probably, it'll just be a little bit here and there because I'm not in a major rush. I'm gonna build another one of those against this wall, completely filling it, and then I'm gonna build one here in the center. And probably one more here in the center, leaving just a gap for me to get through and down underneath it. And then just turn all of down here into storage. So ideally when I'm done, I'm going to have 4 cells like this lined up in a row. Because really it's 1, 2, 3, 4 wide. This is just for light. So I've got plenty of room to do 4. I could probably do 5. But I think I'm just going to do 4. And just fill this entire layer with that, and then just fill down here all the way around with storage for it, so that I have plenty of that, so that I have plenty of stuff for books and emeralds and stuff for these guys. But let's go ahead and rush home. I really love how that infinity symbol came out when I went through redoing this. Anyways, thank you all for watching. If you like this, make sure to hit that like button. If you're new here, hit subscribe. Yes, I know I didn't do that in my last couple episodes. Kind of new content, new way of doing things. So, until next time, you guys have fun. I'll see you later. Bye!